This is Garo the Hero, and this is my review of Magical Girl Raising Project Episode 2. So in this episode, we find out that they have to reduce the girls by half, from 16 to 8, and everybody complains that why they're going to have a new Magical Girl coming soon when they need to reduce them. And Fave explains that they already had a contract, so they can't go back on it. As well, they find out that it's going to be based on how many candies people get. So now the race is on to see who has the most. And as well, people are complaining because why did Fave get so many? And he explains that he overestimated. And they're just like, okay, why is that our fault? So they move on, and we find out that Ripple really doesn't like interacting with Top Speed, but she just kind of deals with it. They talk about the past and how they met for the first time. And apparently, Calamity Mary was supposed to be Ripple's mentor, but it didn't work out that way. And they almost get into a battle over it. Ripple blocks a shot from Calamity Mary that barely misses Top Speed. And they just kind of deal with it. But we find out that magical girls can hurt each other. We also, in the next scene, find out that for the most part, Snow White's in the lead. And we see her in a scene where they're rescuing people from a fire. And I guess depending on what you do, you can get more candies depending on how many people are being hurt and the severity of the situation. So they get a bunch of candies from that. Eventually, Snow White's introduced to Numeran, and her powers are to go into the dream world. Well, she basically can help people in the dream world, but Fave pretty much tells her that it doesn't count, even though she got like 80,000 candies or whatever, that she has to go in the real world and do actual deeds. And I don't even know how that would be fair because her powers are all about dream world. So anyways, we move on, and of course, Numeran is the one that gets basically she's the loser, and everybody says goodbye, and they think, well, she's just gonna not be a magical girl. At the end of the episode, we find out that pretty much when you lose, you pretty much lose your powers, but as well you die. The other interesting thing in this episode was that at the beginning, when they were telling people that they were going to narrow things down, one of the magical girls had kind of a smirk that things were going to get reduced. And as well, the ruler kind of looked like she kind of enjoyed the fact that people are going to get reduced and there's going to be some kind of challenge, almost like they know what's going to come in the future. If the show is similar to Danganronpa, then someone could be manipulating all this. But we'll have to see in the next episode. So like always, comment below, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.